The 2023 iPhone 15. Apple in September 2022 released the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 and 14 Pro models, but we've been hearing rumors about the iPhone 15 since well before the latest iPhones became available for purchase. Now that launch is approaching, rumors are picking up and we know a good deal about what to expect this year. Apple is planning to release a total of 4 iPhone 15 models in the same sizes as the iPhone 14 models, including 2 6.1-inch iPhones and 2 6.7-inch iPhones. One of the 6.1-inch iPhones will be the standard iPhone 15, while one of the 6.7-inch models will be an iPhone 15 Plus. The other 6.1 and 6.7-inch iPhones will be higher-end and more expensive Pro models, and they could be even pricier this year. As with the iPhone 14 Pro lineup, the best features will be reserved for the iPhone 15 Pro models to make the extra cost worth it. Rumors so far suggest we can expect a USB-C port instead of a Lightning port on all of the iPhone 15 models, and the Dynamic Island is going to be available for the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus in addition to the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. That means Apple will be doing away with the notch that it has used since the iPhone X for the flagship iPhone lineup for a sleeker, less intrusive design. Apple plans to use Qualcomm modem chips for the new devices as its own modem chips that are in development aren't quite ready, plus we are expecting new UWB chips for integration with the Vision Pro headset. The standard iPhone 15 models will get an upgrade to the A16 chip that was in the iPhone 14 Pro models, while the iPhone 15 Pro models will use faster and more efficient 3nm A17 chips. Pro models are also expected to see an upgrade to titanium frames, slimmer bezels, and some minor design changes with more curved device edges, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max is also expected to get Periscope lens technology for enhanced zoom capabilities. Pricing on the iPhone 15 models is expected to remain the same, with the standard entry-level 6.1-inch device starting at $799 and the 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Plus starting at $899. This roundup covers everything that we've heard about the iPhone 15, and full overview of the higher-end iPhone 15 Pro models can be found in our separate iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max roundup. Note: see an error in this roundup or want to offer feedback? Send us an email here. Design. The iPhone 15 models are expected to look similar to the iPhone 14 models, but the pill and hole cutout will expand to the entire lineup. That means all iPhone 15 models will have no notch, instead adopting the Dynamic Island introduced in the iPhone 14 Pro models. As there are no major design changes in store, Apple will continue to offer 4 models: the 6.1-inch iPhone 15, the 6.1-inch iPhone 15 Pro, the 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Max, and the 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Pro Max. The Pro models will have higher-end features and will be more expensive, while the standard iPhone 15 models will be cheaper. For the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus, design differences will include the USB-C port instead of a Lightning port and the transition from the notch to the Dynamic Island. We got our first look at the USB-C port in a leaked image said to be of an iPhone 15 Pro. Along with the Dynamic Island, all iPhone 15 models could be equipped with a more power-efficient OLED display driver chip that's manufactured on a 28nm process, allowing for reduced power consumption that could ultimately lead to improved battery life across the board. The standard iPhone 15 models will not include promotion technology or always-on display technology, despite the swap to the Dynamic Island. Apple will continue to reserve these features for the Pro devices. The iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro Dynamic Island is expected to feature an updated design with an integrated proximity sensor, but this change will not result in notable changes to the look or functionality of the Dynamic Island. It will change component costs, and could be a move that Apple is making to lower device costs somewhat. Color options. The iPhone 15 models could be available in dark pink and light blue color options. Apple often offers the standard iPhone models in a range of bright colors, and this year is no exception. the bright pink and blue shades are likely to be available alongside the standard black, white, and product red color options that have been made available in prior years. iPhone 15 Pro exclusive design. While all iPhone 15 models are going to adopt the USB-C port, there are some design changes that are exclusive to the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. Rumors suggest the iPhone 15 Pro models will feature thinner, more curved bezels than the iPhone 14 Pro models, which can be seen in renders of the device created based on circulating details. These deeper curves will be limited to the iPhone 15 Pro models, and the iPhone 15 models will continue to look like the iPhone 14 models with flatter edges, an aluminum frame, and a glass front and back. We are not expecting the same slimmer bezels for the standard iPhone 15 models. Apple's iPhone 15 Pro lineup is expected to feature more curved front glass that better disappears into the frame, and Apple is expected to use titanium instead of stainless steel for the chassis. The iPhone 15 Pro models will also feature an Action button that will replace the mute switch, and that will be able to do different things like activate shortcuts, turn on the camera, turn on the flashlight, enable silent mode, and more. No Touch ID. Though there have been ongoing rumors suggesting Apple has considered bringing Touch ID back to its flagship iPhones using an under-display solution, the iPhone 15 models are not expected to include Touch ID and will continue to use Face ID. Apple is working on an under-display Face ID feature, but it won't be ready until at least 2025. Instead, in 2023, the iPhone 15 will continue to use the dynamic island, which Apple is expected to expand to all models instead of just the Pro models. USB-C. Apple is swapping the Lightning port on the iPhone 15 devices for a USB-C port, which will allow it to comply with new regulations implemented in Europe. These regulations require Apple to produce iPhones with USB-C ports in Europe, so Apple either needs to make a worldwide design swap or develop special iPhones for sale in Europe. Reliable sources that include Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, and others, have said that Apple is going to make the change, adopting a USB-C port instead of a Lightning port for charging purposes. With this transition, the Mac, iPhone, and iPad will all charge using USB-C, allowing Apple customers to charge their devices with one charging standard. USB-C data transfer speeds. The iPhone 15 Pro models with USB-C ports will support higher-speed data transfers, while the standard iPhone 15 models will continue to feature USB 2.0 speeds, the same as Lightning, giving the Pro models an edge. According to Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, the iPhone 15 Pro models will support, at least, USB 3.2 or Thunderbolt 3. With the upgrade, iPhone 15 Pro models would be able to transfer video and other file types at much quicker speeds. USB 2.0 transfer speeds are limited to 480 megabits per second, while USB 3.2 supports speeds up to 20 gigabits per second. If Apple offers Thunderbolt 3 support for the iPhone 15 Pro models, data transfer speeds could be up to 40 gigabits per second. USB-C limitations. Leaker Shrimp Apple Pro has said that iPhone 15 models will only officially support USB-C accessories certified by the Apple Made for iPhone (MFI) program. Apple supplier Foxconn is allegedly producing accessories like earpods and cables with USB-C connectors that are MFI certified. The MFI USB-C certification could be used to limit features like fast charging and high-speed data transfers to Apple-approved accessories. Shrimp Apple Pro says that cables with no MFI certification will be limited in data and charging speed. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has also suggested that Apple will require Made for iPhone certification for USB-C chargers that are able to fast charge the iPhone. Wireless charging. The iPhone 15 models will support both MagSafe charging and the new Qi 2 standard, allowing for 15W charging from non-MagSafe third-party accessories. That will allow for faster wireless charging even from accessories that do not officially support MagSafe, as long as those accessories use Qi 2. Camera updates. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus will adopt a 48-megapixel camera, technology Apple introduced in the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max. A new stacked sensor design will allow the lens to capture more light for an improvement in low-light camera performance. Analyst Jeff Pu has also said that the upcoming standard iPhone 15 models will use the 48-megapixel lens. A second rumor says the iPhone 15 will include a glass-plastic hybrid lens with an f/1.7 aperture. The lens will reportedly feature a single glass element and 6 plastic elements, and while the f/1.7 aperture would be an improvement over the f/1.79 aperture used in the iPhone 14 Pro models, it would be a slight downgrade compared to the f/1.5 aperture featured in the iPhone 14 Plus, but an increase in megapixels if the 48-megapixel camera rumor is correct. Though the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus models are expected to adopt the same 48-megapixel sensor that Apple used in the iPhone 14 Pro models, they could continue to have a smaller sensor. According to a rumor posted on Weibo, the 48-megapixel camera upgrade will not include the same sensor, and the standard iPhone 15 models may continue to have a smaller stacked CMOS image sensor than the Pro sensor, but it will be an improvement over the sensor in the iPhone 14 models. Apple is expected to adopt Sony's latest, state-of-the-art, image sensors for some of the iPhone 15 models. Compared to standard sensors, Sony's image sensor doubles the saturation signal in each pixel, allowing it to capture more light to cut down on underexposure and overexposure. The sensor will allow for improvements in portraits and other images even when strong backlighting is an issue. Sony is using semiconductor architecture that puts photodiodes and transistors in separate layers, allowing for more photodiodes. It is not clear if all of the iPhone 15 models will use the new sensor technology, or if Apple will limit it to the higher-end, Pro, iPhone 15 models. Periscope lens technology for iPhone 15 Pro Max. You've probably heard rumors about Apple's plan to adopt a periscope zoom lens for the iPhone 15, but it will be limited to the larger-sized iPhone 15 Pro Max. The iPhone 15 Pro will get a standard zoom lens, and the iPhone 15 models will be limited to the wide and ultra-wide lenses. Periscope lens technology offers optical zoom capabilities that exceed those possible with a standard telephoto lens, allowing for 5x or even 10x optical zoom. With a periscope lens, the iPhone's zoom capabilities would be significantly enhanced as the current Pro models are limited to 3x zoom. With a periscope lens, light is reflected by an angled mirror toward the image sensor in the camera. The directional shift allows for a folded telephoto lens system for improved optical zoom capabilities without the blurriness that comes with digital zoom. Apple competitor Samsung has come out with smartphones that use periscope lens technology that enables 4x to 10x optical zoom and up to 100x digital zoom. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will implement 6x optical zoom technology when it adopts the periscope lens. Qualcomm modem chips. Apple will use Qualcomm's 5G modem chips for the 2023 iPhone 15 lineup, as it has done since 5G iPhones were introduced. There were rumors suggesting that Apple could use its own in-house modem chips as soon as 2023, but the technology won't be ready until 2024 at the earliest. All iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro models will use the same Qualcomm modem chip, likely the X70. Qualcomm's X70 chip offers improved AI for faster processing speeds, a better coverage range, improved signal, lower latency, and up to 60% improved power efficiency.